Endeavour Silver, social responsibility in mining and environmental protection. That's key for the success in Mexico. Bradford, corporate social responsibility. What does it mean for Endeavour Silver as you are producing in Mexico silver?
We realized very early when we arrived in Mexico that we needed to use our own basic principles in conducting business in the local communities. So we recognized very early that to do business in Mexico, for instance, first you need to make friends and then build relationships, and then actually things get done. It's not the other way around. So that is a theme you'll hear throughout all of our sustainability dialogues, is this idea of building relationships first. Also doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm. What have you done like initial social programs? I mean, have you taken care about the community? Have you built a hospital? Please elaborate a bit.
So when we first arrived at our mine Dukascopy, we simply asked the community leaders, what would you like to see done? What would you like to partner with Endeavour to accomplish in the local community? And it was very simple things. Let's take the kids out of school one day and clean up the town. Let's have some new chairs for the community hall. And things, just small things. But then it evolved more quickly into health and safety, obviously, of the employees, and education and training, both of the workforce and in the community. So we are now an all-encompassing IGR reporting company, and we produce a sustainability report every year.
Great. And what are the formal sustainability policies there?
So over the early years, we realized that we had to formalize what we were doing, and we incorporated those policies into our corporate governance policies. So policies on health and safety, safety first, safety is our number one priority, policies on education. We support kids to move into higher education, and when we had a hard time finding miners, we even launched our own mining schools. And surprisingly, many of the people applying were women, so we engaged women in our workforce by training them to become miners.
And this works well?
And it has been working very well.
Fantastic, I like that. No, I think education is key to success for the future. Can you elaborate a little bit more into health and safety? What are you doing specially there?
One of the biggest challenges in Mexico is that there was not really a culture of safety in the underground mines. And so our biggest challenge was to train and retrain and train again, so that it became a second nature for our workforce in Mexico to think about safety first. Mm-hmm. That is our policy, and it is the heart of what Endeavour does. Mm-hmm. We want all of our people to go home safely at the end of every day.
Let's go to even something more important, environment and environmental protection. What are you doing for the environment?
Again, in the early days, we simply did what we thought was right. So every time we disturbed the ground to build a road for exploration or a drill pad for exploration, when we were finished that particular area, we would replant them. And then the people in the local community saw that we were planting all these trees every year. I think we're the largest planter in all of Mexico. Last year was almost 40,000 trees.
40,000 yes. trees? Gee, that's a lot.
So the community then started asking us, we have these old areas that used to be forests, and then years ago other people took the trees away. Would you mind if we replant those? And so we formed a partnership with the community to replant historic areas.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. Great. And beside the tree nursery, for example, I mean, you are also taking care, I think, of sewage, good quality of water, right?
Now that we've been in Mexico over 10 years, at each of the mines, we want to have a legacy project, something that we can leave behind when the mine actually closes, that will be of benefit to the community forever. And in the case, for instance, of Dukascopy, when we arrived, there was really only a fresh water supply from the local creek. But there's other villages upstream, and so the water was not so fresh. Plus, they had no system for sewage. Yeah. Well, what we're doing is planning for the long term by giving the community a long-term source of fresh water. When we close the mines will have water in them, and that can become the source of water for the village. We're also designing, finally, a sewage disposal system, so that when we leave, we have left behind this water management system.
Fantastic. Well, Bradford, thank you very much on that. And as I think you're doing a great job there, that's very important. And I think this is one of the key reasons why you are so successful, right?
Absolutely. Because we do the right thing, because we think of people first, And because we've built all these relationships, that is primarily the reason why we've enjoyed so much commercial success in Mexico.
Fantastic, great. Keep it going. I think it's also key to the success for the future. And of course, yeah, you can grow the company through that significantly. And I like that you employ so many women. That's a good trend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Bradford Cooke, the founder and CEO of Endeavour Silver, talking about social responsibility in silver mining in Mexico. And I think, yeah, well, they are doing it right. And this is how it should be done. So I'm your host, Jochen Steiger, Commodity TV in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Thanks for watching us and bye-bye from Geneva.